So starting things off with this upcoming mods, we do have two new types of reloads. The first one is going to be a new pistol reload. Both of these are by the Shiny Haxorus. So more or less what this is, again, is a random pistol reload. He doesn't really say what this is going to be used for. In the video, it does look like he is using the USP Match and Tactical, a mod released by him. That is the weapon I've been using a lot of in my recent kind of survival playthrough, so you may have seen it there. Regardless, I really like this reload. It's very over the top. It's like kind of spicy, I guess is a good way to describe it. In a lot of the Shiny Haxorus recent reloads, I feel like he's exaggerating some of the different motions, and I really like that. This is a video game. Many of the reloads are very similar and don't have much variation between them, but he is definitely making his stand out in pretty predominant ways, and I do, again, really like that. Then, to totally contradict myself, we do have the Scar reload. As I did tell you in a recent video of upcoming mods, he is redoing his Scar H. He's basically rebuilding the gun from the ground up, adding tons of new stuff to it, and retexturing a ton of the different things, as well as having more texture options. So it looks like this is going to be one of the work in progress reloads. Again, this is going to be a work in progress. This one actually seems pretty par for the course. Doesn't seem very crazy or out there or anything like that, unlike the pistol reload, but it definitely is still some quality content. It definitely looks very nice, and although there is no trigger discipline when reloaded, a very kind of standard and sharp reload. All around, both of these are looking very promising. The Shiny Haxorus, a very talented mod author, and one that I'm excited to see more content from in the future. So we have what looks like is going to be an upcoming update to a pretty interesting mod, that being Immersive Deployable Shields. This is a mod by Blood Tiger X. It is a mod that is already released. Basically right now, the video in the background is the current version. You kind of throw a grenade and then a mystical shield does appear. In a coming update to this mod, what he's going to do is change the shields to be much more immersive and thus more realistic. Obviously right now, they don't look the greatest. They're not of the highest quality, and some of them just don't fit into Fallout 4 at all. But as you can tell by this image, you could definitely see that some of these are looking much more promising. These look like things that would fit much more well into the Fallout universe. Some sandbags, almost a kind of thrown together shack door, it almost looks like. I think that would be pretty cool. Regardless, I definitely think this mod has a lot of promise in concept, so hopefully with this kind of immersive update, it'll take a more realistic approach, maybe be hidden behind one perk. I think that would balance it pretty well and actually make it a fairly usable mod in the Fallout world. Again, I really think the concept behind this one does have promise, but the execution thus far wouldn't be a mod I personally download, so let's see what it turns out with this coming update. So we have an update to a new Wanderer outfit by Tumbajamba. This is actually something he did show us a very long time ago. As of late, he's been showing us a ton of new content. This time it seems like we are getting a Wanderer outfit. The main thing I do want to point out and talk about here is that arm. Obviously, it does have a robotic arm. This looks really cool. It's something that fits pretty well into the Fallout universe with the existence of synths having robotics and really kind of robotic implants on different people. Just makes a lot of sense. It's something I wish we saw more of through modding. I know there's a few mods out there right now that do it. I think one of the cross mods does also have this, except with a leg, but frankly this armor is looking very cool. Obviously it's a very work in progress shot. It's not really having all the lighting details and effects that Fallout 4 in-game would have, but I could definitely picture this one in-game, and again, I get excited for it for that reason. So we have yet another update to the vintage submachine gun. This is a mod I've been showing you a ton of as of late. This because I kind of once in a while like to show you the real progression of a mod from when it's in its very early stages to some of its more final stages. I think that really gives good perspective as to where this mod was a few weeks ago when we only had the raw model to where it is today. Regardless, again, what we have right now are some images of what look like are going to be some of the different paint job options with the final version of this mod. They look very interesting. It seems like we have a kind of basic wood version, then all the other ones are a bit more exciting. A lot of these are definitely pretty out there. They're not like your standard paint jobs that are black metallic and then a brown or some other color like that. There's some pretty loud and distinctive colors being used here, especially the Vault 101 or 111 one there. It definitely looks pretty cool. The Atomic Cocktail I actually really like. I think that one looks pretty cool. It has kind of a nice mix between almost looking like one of those kind of dark OD greens that appear on regular guns, but also having a little bit more vibe with that neon green. You like them, you hate them. All around, this gun is shaping up to be very promising. I do hope this guy gets someone to do custom animations. In my last episode, I did mention he wasn't able to do that himself, so if any animators are out there and do want to help him, I think that would really take this mod to the next level, so hopefully we can get that. But again, regardless, definitely looking promising, and I'm excited to get my hands on it. So then last but not least, we have a new work in progress, kind of larger mod for Fallout 4, that being with Fallout 4 Gunrunners. More or less what this mod is going to add in is, well, we don't actually have too many details, but what we do know is new locations, new NPCs, and of course, some new weapons. The Gunrunners was kind of that DLC for Fallout New Vegas, adding in a bunch of new weapons into the game. A lot of people really like that DLC, and a lot of people want one of those for Fallout 4, so hopefully this mod will bring that and even a bit more. Right now, it does seem like it's only going to be for PC. These images are very work in progress. They're not indicative of the final product whatsoever, but they definitely look pretty interesting. As I could tell from these, it seems like it's going to have something to do with a certain vault, but it doesn't really look like a traditional vault. It definitely looks much smaller than some of the other ones, as well as you can see that guard standing outside of it. I tried to kind of zoom in on the guard's weapon, and it doesn't look like anything special, just the traditional assault rifle from Fallout 4. I might be wrong on that one, let me know if I am, but I'm always excited for these new types of mods. Let me know in the comments down below, would you want me to kind of do one of those interviews, I guess, with these guys? Kind of similar to what I did for Fallout 3 in Fallout 4, as well as Fallout Cascadia. I know some of you guys enjoyed that, and if there's interest, I'd reach out to these guys and see if they'd be interested as well. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. Let me know in the comments down below what of these was your favorite mods. Personally, I don't really have a favorite this episode. I kind of liked all of them. A lot of promise in this episode, but a lot of these mods definitely need some more polish before they're delivered, except the animations by the Shiny Hackers. Those just looked really good. As always, again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.